Yeah, Comrade Lehman, it is only complicated for what we need as popular mobilization. If you were coming together with Amhec, I know you always say this thing that is not a group, but that is what is ending, it is turning towards. I hope people understand this.
Yeah, hi, Comrade Lehman. Every struggle needs a leader, one leader, not a lot of leaders, just one. And usually, the struggle chooses its own leader. It is not always those who put themselves forward. Not always.
Una dey claim for create other group. I tell una say that una group don't fail before e even start. I not even bish am whether una lost, una win, I no care.
Yeah, Comrade Lehman, it is only complicated for what we need as popular mobilization. You cannot have a situation where the place is highly polarized into groups, each one that has this idea about this thing, for instance, referendum. All the groups have various ideas about referendum. Some don't even want to hear anybody talk about referendum. Some say a plebiscite is better. And so those are complicated things. And if you want to say bring the people together, you have to give them very simple objectives. That is, do a humanitarian fund to look after our people, because that's one of the greatest needs now. Our people are suffering, and and then two, put in place ways of getting those groups into in or getting them to behave themselves. That is what I think we need. If you were coming together with Amhec, I know you always say this thing that is not a group, but that is what is ending. It is turning towards. I hope people understand this. We are in a dire situation, and this Amhec discussion has been going on for more than a year. What does it take for I want us to create something that even the leaders of every group, all the members of all the groups can join, because it is non-threatening to their ideology or something like that. Okay, all these ideas of Amhec, they are good ideas for a group to pursue, but not for something that needs to bring every single Ambazonian to propel the struggle forward. It will be something that some people somewhere might want to do, or some people, like there's quite a lot of people now who want to work on the referendum thing. Yes, but it's not something for every single. It's not an umbrella that every single Ambazonian can come together to do those basic things, which is just set up a humanitarian front to look after our people, to police the groups by determining how. Because my philosophy is not that I'm a member of some groups, so I'm protecting somebody's interest or this or that, but it is that the groups that we have is what we have. All these that PK was saying the other day, that we have brilliant Ambazonians who are not into these things. Why, if they are so brilliant, why are they not in there? Why are they not? What is more important for anybody's life's work than to say that they liberated their country? So why are they not in there? But the ones that have put themselves forward, we can come together as the people and try to police them. If we have a popular mobilization body that we say, okay, you give, whether it's your $2 for Country Sunday Solidarity Fund, and then every single penny that you give to any group, that group has to report it to the people, and then the people will record it, and after a while you'll know how much has gone to this group and will know what they do. That's already a huge policing mechanism. Then if you have something like a website where everybody just gets a an anonymous codes, and every transaction is just done through that code, then you can put polls or surveys, that people can take part in, and that way we get our opinion out to these leaders. We just sit in forums every day and make noise that, oh, they should get off their high horses and come to us. But they will come to us where? Where are we? But if they come to that website, they'll see what the people are thinking of, what opinion they have, whether it's the taxation policy or this. This is my thinking.
Hi, good day to everyone. Yeah, hi. Comrade Lehman, just Lehman, and then something that I think Summer Thomas and someone else. Now, listen. Every struggle needs a leader. One leader. Not a lot of leaders, just one. Okay? And usually, the struggle chooses its own leader. It is not always those who put themselves forward. Not always. The same as happened in South Africa. Mandela did not put himself forward. He was made a leader. So by the fact that he was arrested, and they decided to use him, the face of that liberation. Here is the same. We are in the first phase of our liberation. It is not yet time for governance. That will start talking about system of governance or history. It was about history. Professor Anyangwe is the most authentic historian. But he said when they come to London, he allowed Siseko, Chiros Ayoktabe, and Milan to go ahead and talk to the press. He was right there. He knows. I mean, he would have argued that, okay, I'm the leader because I've been longest in the struggle, in the revolution. Okay, I and Siseko were the same department in high school, same science department. He was my friend, played football together. At that time, Professor Anyango was lecturing history, I think law or history, in the University of Yaoundé. When I went to Yaoundé, natural science department, he was the lecturer there. So it is not about all those things. These people, for Galanfo, Professor Anyango, they all step back and say, okay, this is the leader. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay? He did not make himself leader. And secondly, La République du Cameroon made them leaders by abducting them, spending all the amount of political capital and financial capital to abduct them and transport them to jails in Yaoundé. Someone from the UN was telling La République that same thing, because each time La République said, "Oh, we don't know who to talk to," they said, "No, you made them leaders. You made a leader by abducting them from wherever they were." So Julius Ayok-Tabe did not make himself a leader. The struggle made him a leader. La République du Cameroon made him a leader. All those in jail, those who adopted him, agreed that he should be at the front. All those for Galanfo and Professor Anyangwit and all, they agreed that he should take the lead. He did not make himself a leader. This is the thing that most of you have to put in your heads right now, because we need a leader to free ourselves first. Then you can come. Now, the one who free ourselves, you can come and say, okay, no, we want to be leaders. So you can do elections or something. But at the moment, somebody must take the lead. And who is that person? If you have a better person who already have political capital, diplomatic capital, all this, bring the person forward. By all means, bring the person forward. We need one leader. We need one leader, not a lot of people going, putting themselves forward as leaders. Once you do that, okay, La République, when I spoke to them in jail, La République spoke to them in jail. They were La République They had a meeting. The meeting there in jail. People were arguing outside that why were they going to the meeting? Larry spoke to them in jail. Then see what happened in Canada. Larry wanted to talk in Canada. A lot of people went. That alone just shows that we are disunited. If you have all this amount of people going to go and represent the Southern Cameroon or Ambazonia, that's disunity already. Straight away. But the people in jail, they organize themselves, they had a structure, and they went and they deliver their message. This is what people outside cannot do. They cannot do. They went there, whatever they discussed, someone outside says opposing. Take that statement back. Take it in absolute stupidity. And then you say these are people who have vision. Now listen, if you know someone who has the qualities, has diplomatic capital, has all those things that we need to lead, bring them forward. Because we need only one leader at the moment. And Ground Zero responded when he was made the leader. These other people are talking of the mafia in Zaria, simply because they included representatives from countries. Those representatives are Ambazonians, and they were elected by their people to come and represent them there. Why would you want to exclude them and call it the mafia? So these are people who are not interested in the progress of the struggle, I don't think. Okay, I will leave it there for now. Dr. Charles Agbohe.
Fellow Ambazonians, I've been following what Comrade Lehman is saying and what Amhec is all about. It is a very good idea to mobilize the community from every host country. Everybody can have an autonomous role to play in the revolution. But at the same time, it is not an idea again. It is already a structure. And it has already been institutionalized and registered. Now, what are we talking about here? There are many people who are so skeptical about this idea that somebody just brought an idea only after the thing is registered with some signatories that nobody vetted, and you want to put in front of people that, oh, let me sell you this thing, it's a good idea, let's follow it. Not everybody will want to stand for that, because Ambazonians know there are so many games that people can play. Even if it is the best idea, as I can still say again, it's a very, very good idea. But I want to tell you something. If such a thing was about to happen, this kind of structure was about to be built, what the people who had the structure should have done was to work in every forum, just as Comrade Lehman is doing right now, starting advertising the structure that is to come, not the structure that is already made. Nobody likes ready-made stuff. Ready-made stuff have so many flaws because they're ready-made. You don't know the kind of materials that are tied in this stuff. So just because they don't know the materials and you're advertising something that ideologically it is a best way to follow, the philosophy and the idea behind it, everybody may support it, everybody may like the idea, but who vetted them? Who owned the bank account? How was it registered? Is it an enterprise? Is it a company? Is it a business-oriented issue? Was it registered under the idea of something that nobody knows? Because this question will come up just because many of us were not informed. It was not advertised for long. If you look even before we created the EAC, we sit on social media beating for almost a year before people began to buy
Yeah, I'll agree with Dr. Charles Agbo here on many counts, but I'll say in a struggle like ours, it is nice to have one leader that everybody follows. You know, it is nice, but to say that it is a necessity is not quite accurate because there have been many struggles with fought on multiple groups. Although some one person can emerge like the biggest leader or even the face of the struggle like Mandela. Mandela was not the leader of the ANC. It was the ANC then projected him to be the face of the revolution, which is exactly what Ayutabe should have been, Sisiko should have been, after he got taken into custody. But South Africa had other groups like in Qatar and all the other struggles, especially where if it's like you have a country, yeah, then you have the government and there's one leader, there's one group, simple. But in a situation of a liberation war where we don't have our country and the enemy has all kinds of ways at his disposal to defeat us, it is one, difficult to get one leader, and two, even probably dangerous to have like one leader with one structure with one army. It is potentially dangerous because you're probably giving yourself a single point of failure where that one entity can be infiltrated and just finish the whole thing. To be honest, our struggle is probably one of those examples whereby if we had just like one group, one government or whatever you call it, just one with one political wing and one uh, military wing, it would probably have collapsed by now in very horrible ways. Like if there was just the IG when the Naira 10 were taken, that would have been quite traumatic for the struggle. It was traumatic, but it was mitigated by the fact that we were effectively a distributed system. Well, that word, a distributed system, comes from the world of computer science. If you go back maybe 40 years ago, the companies that had begun to use computers, like a nationwide company will have one mainframe somewhere in the country, and each depot or office will dial into it, and that one mainframe server serve every location through just having dumb terminals at the offices. But they themselves saw that that was a single point of failure because if you take out that one computer, you take out the whole. We've gone from that to a distributed system where they now have servers at different locations, some serving more than one site, but then the users also have uh, intelligent PCs, which can house some of the applications. So even if some service on one server fails, other services will be continuing, and most of the workers will still be working. Then you go to something like the cloud now, whereby you you don't have your own computers anymore, but you just buy computer services from a cloud provider, and then he replicates your stuff for you to many of his sites, so that if the computer that you're currently running on fails, another one will be brought into service to just carry on, and you may not even notice, or you won't lose data because your data is always replicated to multiple sites. So these are the advantages that we have, not that we designed it that way in terms of the struggle, but that is just the circumstance where we found ourselves. But instead of just using it to the max, just taking advantage of using the advantages of that system while using collaboration to speak as one, we just spend day and night knocking something that actually gives us a tremendous advantage. That those dispersed ranks You can, if you go back to the early days of the war before Sako came, those guys on the ground were fighting as different groups, but there wasn't this amount of intergroup rivalry. They were all moving around together, you know. So we should be looking at what has brought discord, whether it's between the political groups or between the forces on the ground. We shouldn't just keep wishing for something that we don't have and we're not likely to have. And then just going back to Dr. Charles Agbo, yeah, you're right that a leader just gets chosen, by either through his actions within the struggle or, in our case, because of people came together and agree that Sisiko was a good fit for the job, and he was. But you have to know that he was chosen as more like the face of the struggle than the leader of the struggle. Because the main thing you have about Skakuf is that it was a collection of groups. And Sisiko was chosen as the head of the chairman of the secretariat of the Ambazonian struggle, of that Skakuf. And the Skakuf itself was a collection of 7 groups, which whose heads then formed the leadership council, which was supposed to be the main decision-making body. Some people say sometimes that the groups were okay with the formation of a governing council, but I don't think so. Most of those groups were, some of them even left just when the governing council was formed, not when the IG was formed, because they wanted a secretariat, so somebody with Sisiku's stature to go around, do diplomatic stuff, and things like that, visit people as he did, boost the morale, things like that. While the groups did what they do, which is whether you're a fighting group or and the collaborators, that is how it was meant to be. I'm not going to go into how it evolved into a governing council and into an IG, because I don't know exactly how it did that or why. When you say that the country heads were voted and they had the right to represent there, that was something that had to be discussed over time. Skakuf was formed as a collection of pre-existing groups. I think apart from the consortium and Morris, which were newly formed in 2016, all those groups were pre-existing groups. And with that collection of 7 groups, you see that this is the voting power of this and this. But if suddenly you create now groupings which are not groups but geographical locations, then that just dissolves what had been created. Okay, now let's have a struggle. You're basically saying let's not have a struggle represented by groups. Let's have a struggle represented by countries. And I personally don't think that would have been a viable alternative, because each country will not have its own, I don't know, forces or whatever. But yes, you may be right that people who did not belong to groups needed some way of being represented. But that should have been something that would have been agreed by the leadership council and then seen how that representation could have been. Not something that the secretariat that they just appointed is going to bring into the field of play. That is wrong. We have to, if we cannot admit what is wrong, or then we cannot move forward. We cannot fix things. No one can say in their right mind that we can come and sit, the 7 of us, that this is how we're going to vote to when we in order to collaborate, and then all of a sudden somebody else brings 20 other people that these people are going to vote as well, and they brought these people on a totally random basis, because under which country they happen to be. Yes, they had to find a way to incorporate or give the voice to every Ambazonian everywhere, but it had to be something that had to be decided by the, you could have just had a collective, rather like what I'm thinking now, a collective of all Ambazonians. Say these are the Ambazonians. We don't need to run a a struggle democratically. That collective of Ambazonians would have been, for contributions and this and this. And in the modern era, you can easily get their opinion on a number of issues. But this struggle was designed to be prosecuted by the groups through SCACUF. That was, I think, the God ordained structure of this struggle. And we have become so dysfunctional because, it was derailed from that, and people don't want to accept that, people who have found themselves as presidents and, cabinet members and favorite surrogate or whatever, they don't want to relinquish that. And along the way, our people suffer. So, yeah.
Hello there, my comrade on this forum. I greet una today, the 9th of June, 2023. I beg una say, make una be wise. Make una get good ears. For listen to the voice of reason. So many people them they talk for this revolution out of complete ignorance. They don't know what they talk about. They be so emotional to the point where they think say everything they talk, that's what they get for day. And other people they talk, they get a problem because they know they follow their emotions. We get for detach ourselves from our emotions, and we use logic, we use common sense, and we face reality. The international community, the United Nations, where it work together with all sovereign nations, they know, say, the state of the Republic of Southern Cameroon not get any president. They know, say, the state of the Republic of Southern Cameroon be bonded with La République du Cameroon. Now we get for proof to ourselves, so we did together. We get for proof to the international community. Say the state of the Republic of Southern Cameroon be annexed by the state of La République Cameroon will be illegal. And say there be conduct a fraudulent referendum in 1972 where the ballot paper they show we and yes we're not the same thing. May una not be discouraged by this charlatan where they don't do the wrong thing, they don't accept it, they don't do the wrong thing, where the international community they laugh at us. Some people they even can call, we say, oh, we go Nigeria. Say now God tell them. You see, even inside the Bible in the New Testament, Yeshua HaMashiach, where they call Jesus Christ, it tell we say, many people will speak and prophesy in my name, and they're all false. We need a constituted body of the people of Southern Cameroon. We will need to stand together and say, yes, now we this. We represent the state of the Republic of Southern Cameroon, now called Ambazonian. If we come together, we choose all them where they inside Kondenge prison. Say now our constituted body they represent we, fine. Whether we choose people for outside mix or the one for inside prison, fine. Anywhere we will do them, but we need for come together, do the right thing, follow order, get a constituted body of the people of Southern Cameroons, now called Ambazonia, where they get the people that are mandated for speak for them and represent them. We will talk before they go to Switzerland. We will talk before they go for Canada. And even why they did for Canada, we'll talk. Say, we'll not feel represent ourselves as groups. We'll not feel they claim to get president. Where no president, no day. We never created a government. Now an NGO that they call a government. If that make a project people them, they look like, now they be the ultimate thing, we're lying to ourselves. Not only we don't know, but the international community know that we're lying, we're playing games. We're not ready, we're not mature to liberate the nation. If we be ready for liberate our nation, we go follow order. We go follow the procedure and processes where they go about for create an interim government in a diaspora, where it be hosted by a sovereign nation, where it go protect them, we go help promote our aspiration for be a liberated people from the state of La République du Cameroon. Other than that, we'll be in this for 1,000 years. Make people them pretend, say they did for revolution, that they support this leader. Our people have never come together to have a constituted body that represents them. If we not think say we'll fight for free our nation with brute force, we'll not go ahead. But from day one, we won't prove so nothing come together, because this same soldier and will be talk, say, we'll sit down, bring our people them together, educate them, make them know what they fight for, so that in course of that, when we were armed, we put arm them properly, give them proper training, how for be discipline, firearm, how for continue for love each other, for work together, so that mean that we not ever infiltrate, we break we down. We not listen. We rush go for front for go get name. We don't get the name. What are we doing about it? Fighting each other. Capo Daniel not stupid. He don't look around. All man want be leader. Fake leaders, not be real leaders. People are not ready to be real leaders. If we're ready to be real leaders, make we bring all the best brains together. Bring all the other people together where they get good ideas. Make we sit down, get a constituted body of our people where they represent us. The way we don't go about any man, they just counterfeit anything, say be leader. Because he get people that they follow ye, lie to put them, they follow them, they say they be leaders. Capo, they need to stand up, say be leader. He's right. Because we not the follow order. We not follow procedures. We not get no order where we the follow. We not get no rules where they be set in stone, in concrete, where no man of it change them. We not get no red line. So anybody cross to and fro. Now our fault. Make we not listen to the voice of ignorance. We not listen to ignorant people them. We not listen to the voice of ignorance. That he talk say, oh, this one a leader, this one not be leader. That's total ignorance. That's disaster. Now this ignorance go kill we. Now these same ignorant people them they kill we with their loud big voices. My people, make we stop this ignorance. Make we act like smart people them. Become masters of our destiny. We are not doing that. Anyway, we now get a wonderful day. Comrade Fire Soldier and here. Bye for now.
I don't tell when I say when I stop begin the call Ayuk in him. When I don't create when I Amhec. Go ahead, create on our own government. You where you fire up like this, you won't be leader. I be don't see when I see from my spiritual eyeglasses. When I take a doing gang, when I want to use that like na breach. When I get when I own agenda for mine, for when I'm mine. So when I want to use other people for cross. I will see whether you will be now with you, you know, will be now with you, you know, will be now with you, and they just laugh. Or people like when I saw and they can't she don't talk lie. Oh now when I claim for create other group, I tell when I say that when a group don't fail before it even starts. It don't fail. I not even be sham. Whether when I lost, when I win, I not care. Because I don't see no independent in the camp. When I could fight, when I self-sote, let's go surrender to Pobia. Now all that, where are the sea? For can they lie so? Tasang who we put Tasang for that year? They put Tasang. They can look and say, now the one person we be truthful. They pick Ayok. It's like Ayok become destroy what Tasang don't create. Then he create his own. The very people when they put Tasang, and are the very people they can look and say Tasang not qualify. They choose Ayok. Every day when they fight, Tasang Ayok dead for prison. When I go before now. So far as when they come here, can we keep talk all these things when I don't ever go forward. When you think say you could pull down a bridge for somebody, now so somebody the plan for pull down your own bridge, me you not cross. I'm here just for that. I could pull down when I bridge stone and not go cross. I don't care whether when I unite, when I know unite, me already make on my heart say I go back for La Republic. Because I know they see nothing it happen. You go take money, you go rent office, and you impose on Ambazonian for pay rent for that place, $800 a month. If you being a serious person where you really want to fight this fight, for defend Ambazonia, that money before go for fighters, whether they call an Wushman, we don't go surrender now, Rambo with Chacha Rombo, how they call that name, enough for carry itself go surrender for La Republic. If he became materials of that, I don't look as a plenty fighters they surrender because when they look come, they don't get materials, they don't get no paper for run away. What did they get for do for save their life? They go surrender. Why? Because we not even care about them. We not own a fight power. Fight for power. We not go nowhere. That when I make don't die since. We not go nowhere. Talk go up. Be aggressive. Coach people. Do all kinds of things. You're not even qualified for being even a mayor. No man will vote you. I thank God we keep for this place for see the kind of people we get among us. I think if they even give you post till you become a mayor, you go kill all your citizens there. Would you see how you attack people, coach other leaders? Not be you be leader when you go coach people. Leave us coach people. We will coach all man. No be you. Where you want for be leader, then you coach other people, other leaders. You try to blaspheme other leaders. Guess what? If Ayok wake up today, we still stand for here because Ayok there for prison. If Ayok wake up today, say, La Republic, I surrender, leave me go. Nah, so it come out. Nah, it come out. I don't even know why the man is still be there. Because if na me, why see the nonsense for us, I know. I for don't surrender. I say, I beg, when I give my own money, go find some place or Europe, go relax it. Get my own money out of Cameroon. When I go do it, Sako don't chop money, we do it. That women they can't carry money chop. That one 15 million for a song waiting. The one the way and I such a carrier. The one the way how they call them I feel call and go to your side. Ambazonian the carrier. What did they do? Ayaba the carrier. What did they do? Sako, Chris Ano, Malanta. What would I don't do? If Ayok be like me, Mami be, I could take my own share for La Republic. Apum. I don't know what the man they do there. Believe me, I could go. because he get love for his country. And if it be now when we so one of we for us here, we for don't take that money go. Nonsense people. When I go she don't see people where they sacrifice their life for the struggle. When I they call their name, they say when I call and dox their name. Nonsense.
Yeah, Mami B, good evening. I don't hear the talk where you don't talk. But I'll be very, very sorry, say, you be an Ambazonian. And you think, say, now only the talk where you talk, now you be correct one. My sister, I know this so. I know this so. I talk for you, I know they support me, no president. I know they support no man, a yoke or anybody. I know they support them. I stand for unity. And I stand for that unity where it don't be from day one. Now the unity where I stand with, I will go back for drawing board. All man stand for that line. All the talk where you talk, you propagate for La Republic. I don't know me what they pay you. You talk at the check say you go even think say, may you even select the people the way they think unity. You stand with them. But you scatter all man. You build a build or you destroy and destroy. That's what I don't understand. You say me all man, me all man, me all man. You talk very vague. Now which side you dey? We dey for situation where all we don't fall down. And then all we will struggle. Any man they struggle your own small way for give your own small contribution. Now your own contribution that way to give. Criticize Sako, I go hear you. Criticize Chris Anu, I go hear you. Criticize all those other Maranta, all other people, I go hear you. But you go forget a focus. Who's where you stand? And then people will go follow you for back. People the way they believe in you, they go follow you for back. Stop propagating for La Republique. You have people that they suffer. What La Republique they do you? It don't do you what? You say they will go back for La Republique, they will go back for La Republique. That's what they tell you. Now you want to go for La Republique. Go. Now you want to go there. Ma tell me you're fine. We stand for unity. And all man will support the unity, the idea of unity. Now they work very hard for make sure they make them succeed. The white man will call up. White man it support unity. And you go to know say no be all man they free a people. Now a particular there is set of people that is set of people that free people. No be all man must accept before they free a people. When time don't reach, the people where they stand for unity because you need to get power you want. You must get power as a group. When we don't stand so now we this now the united force this where we stand for free with people like the people of Israel where they come for Egypt. They begin at one leadership. I don't mean say they don't get opposition like how I did today. Opposition will be day, but when that leadership will come out, they be leaders to the promised land. You know, it's so terrible like how you talk today. Say you will go back for Egypt. When I will go back for Egypt. When I will go back for Egypt. That politics where you make us so I don't know how you take up. I don't tell you, and I will still tell you again. If you know my sister, I will don't move you for these things. Because I talk, you know the year you don't go back for day. You don't go back for day. Talk for the way if you get fellowship, if you get followers, for the way all if you join hand, will free this thing. You want to go do nothing. And the very way they talk, now the very way Sako they talk. Any man turn up all of your own place, turn up all of your own place. You just say you be different from Sako. The way you talk, you don't be different from Sako. If all we will know say we'll pray the level of jail, that one all we will know. And whatever situation will it be, you know, be for you for stand for front. They propagate negative things about the struggle. Yes, we'll lead a devil for jail, but the struggle will continue. You know me say because he for jail, they will abandon the struggle. It will continue, and when it continue, not before people will make different leaderships. We talk some get now one leadership where it take we where it lead you all to the promised land. That's not what we talk about. So when you come out, you want talk like person where they build, not talk like person where they destroy. Because I don't follow your talk very well. As I say, you don't even get direction. You only talk about chakara outing. I don't know whether you think so you free people you want, or you want me all man follow all of you. You say be prophetess. You just say prophetess. For Nigeria, they make president of Nigeria now. They make us prophet. They be talk what will happen. Prophet they be talk what will happen. So leave that one, madam. Come together. When we join hand, we go do something. We go help with people when they die. Nothing say you want over no man no pass any man. Now when we come together now, we build a strong bundle, and that bundle we build all with 10, we will make something. Stop there. Talk where they talk say you will go back for you go now you one oh, you go now you one, no that one fine. But when time go reach, you will see no man will get back. Now all of you one go. We know they will know DDR center. That one I on philosophy. You say all man they will for DDR center. That one a big lie. Now you did you want. Sometimes you can say many take it for day. We know they would they for with the struggle for bringing people together so that make we go for the promised land. Now they cry that we'll get them. And now you will try to bring all man for table. More we focus together. And the main thing we go make we focus now support the idea of structures we will put that in place. We will not support with any government, but we will try to put a structure in place where it will be permanent for the Ambazonian people. Something we go help people. Where one man to go see them, it will make sense. Where if they want help with, they know say yes. Now people this. No for turn up for play with turn up. You only talk. You only make noise. The cause people left and right. They are on direction where you go. We know the same. Which direction you go? Apart from insulting people left and right. If you insult the dividers, the so-called presidents, we can understand you. Stand for unity. Begin talk more to understand you. More to see how you do, and then you insult the other people. May they come for order. May they follow the line. That one will go hear you. You talk, go for front, come for back. Go for front, come for back. I don't know how you do. Sometimes I shame say you my sister. Because you really get sense. I know so you get sense, but I don't know what I know to worry you sometimes. Sometimes you talk fine. Sometimes you go talk like say they don't put something in your head. Adjust yourself, madam. I beg, adjust yourself. I don't want me to talk without a focus. Talk with some focus and make all we understand what we talk. You want to go win this war. Go win this war all we together. I think I want me to know. Bye for now.
Well, my brother, I know you talk say my talk what they talk na correct one. I know even first come for following for talk say me I talk correct one. I just then a person way if she don't fall down, if they assess things, they look and see, you know they pass, you know they go for my side, I know they win. When I think and so I bring them for one. Now when I get for decide what you will, I get for do. For here say that oh mommy, me at the fight I want to be president someday. For which women are here? I don't go for that following where I forward that audio there. And they see go on the talk now the same thing, coach this one, coach the other one, coach this other one, coach this other one. Nothing, not the change. Now that this kind of way will get country. You go get a shock. We also. If man they understand where are they come from, waiting me at the travel talk for here. I don't hear so the international body no say we no get no president. Yes, good. We not get two presidents for one country, but we get a leader. We get a leader. We in there for jail. Where all international body they say these people they are leader. They know say in there for jail. Not be president. And the reason that way we not be get for pick up arms and for begin to fight legitimate army in the name of government. We get a leader. Now, one thing that we not the favor understand, and so we could remain here. The same thing when me at the travel explain this morning, we still go back the same. Nobody know the understand. Hey God, help also.